Poland briefly closed part of its airspace southeast of the capital, Warsaw, citing unplanned military activity as Russia launched a new wave of strikes against Ukraine. Now, Ukraine's President Zelenskyy claimed that Russia launched around 500 drones and over 40 missiles in this overnight attack. At least 4 people were reported killed. Poland's Air Force said that it deployed on Sunday of Polish and allied aircraft to secure airspace after hundreds of Russian drones and missiles hit Ukrainian capital Kyiv. Flight tracking service Flight Radar 24 said that Poland closed its airspace near its southeastern cities of Lublin and Rzeszów due to unplanned military activity related to ensuring state security. The latest activity comes amid increased tension and rising fears of a wider conflict spilling into Europe. EU and NATO are flexing their strength in the light of Russia's alleged airspace violations and drone sightings. US President Donald Trump backed calls to shoot down Russian planes that violate NATO airspace. NATO has announced that it was upgrading its mission in the Baltic Sea with an air defense frigate and other assets. And these assets include intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance platforms. Defense ministers from about 10 EU nations announced their intention to build a so-called drone wall. EU leaders will meet for an informal European Council in Copenhagen on Wednesday to discuss how to strengthen Europe's common defense and the support for Ukraine. Now, all this has invited a strong response from Russia. Speaking at the UNGA, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned NATO and the European Union that any aggression against my country will be met with a decisive response.
Threats of force against Russia, accused of practically planning an attack on the North Atlantic Alliance and the European Union, are becoming increasingly common. President Putin has repeatedly debunked such provocations. Russia has never had and does not have such intentions, but any aggression against my country will be met with a decisive response.
Now, according to Denmark, unidentified drones were observed near military installations overnight on Saturday. In neighboring Norway, police said they are investigating possible drone sightings near the Åland Air Force Base in the central region, the main base for Norway's F-35 jets. If we talk about alleged Russian violations and drone sightings this month, Poland had detected drones in its airspace on the 10th of September. Romania detected drones in the country's airspace, which were tracked down by 2 F-16 jets. On September 19th, Russian MiG-31 aircraft spent 12 minutes in Estonia's airspace, prompting a response from NATO aircraft. And Norway has also detected drones multiple times, with recent sightings reported near the Åland base. Latvia and Germany have also reported similar sightings. September 22nd, Copenhagen's airport was closed for hours. Drones were also spotted near 5 other places in Denmark. Drones were forced. They also forced closure of airspace over Aalborg Airport. On the 26th of September, then, drones were spotted by Karlskrona Naval Base in Sweden. However, Russia has denied or not owned up to most of these allegations.